Kumar, great to see you again.
Great to see you, Steve.
Congratulations, you've had a big win with Centurylink for SD WAN technology. Why do you think service providers are looking at SD WAN for managed services? And isn't this a threat to their existing MPLS offerings?
Well, this is an extremely good question, Steve. One of the things which the service providers are finding out is that the enterprise to which they are serving, they themselves are demanding SD-WAN as a managed service offering from the service providers themselves. So that's number one. Number two, for those service providers who don't really have that big an MPLS install base, this is a real way to capture market share out there. And number three is also, SD-WAN service coupled with security as a managed service is a high value service for the service providers. So all these three combine, and in addition, they can go to outside their customer base to offer VPN service and bring the operational costs down. It's all a win-win for the service providers.
I mean, it sounds like a sort of trifecta opportunity for them, but the fact that it's customer driven, there's a demand for it is probably the biggest thing. But you mentioned security there. Is that something that you support natively with your service? Because I guess one of the questions for me is, isn't SD-WAN all the same? Or are there big differences between how it's implemented by the vendors?
Well, extremely good question, Steve. So first of all SD-WAN offering are not quite the same. The base features are similar, but how it is designed from the ground up, whether you are carrier grade or enterprise grade, is a big differentiator. Whether you are a multi-tenant solution, and whether so that you can offer economies of scale to the service provider is an important aspect of the SD-WAN solution. As far as the security is concerned, security is not just merely IPsec. Now, clearly, IPsec is needed to encrypt the traffic going on the broadband link, but it is more than that. When you want to give very good user experience for the applications which are in the cloud, and you want to give direct to internet access, you want a full stack of security offering, right from next-gen firewall to DDoS to antivirus URL filtering to protect the site, which has now opened a new attack penetration surface for other people to come into the branch. And that is why you really need a full stack of security.
And I mean, obviously you could buy the security separately and the SD-WAN technology separately. What are the benefits of buying them together from Versa?
Well, so you get the same pane of glass,
right,
managing both the SD-WAN and security. You can have policies which are cohesive from both connectivity and security perspective. In the end, you don't have to. You can do zero-touch provision of security, which you will never get today from any offering out there for security.
What percentage, I mean, you've got a lot of customers, and congratulations on that. What percentage of them are activating the security capabilities on the product? Is it a full overlap, or is it?
Actually, it's a very good question. Again, what we've seen is most of our service provider customers are adopting two tiers from us. One is SD-WAN, and the other one is SD-WAN with security. And even though we have other tiers which we offer, those are the two most popular tiers which they are going with. And clearly for the managed service providers, security is an upsell for them, and they clearly are deploying it and offering it as a service to the customer.
Now, you're selling to both enterprise and service provider right now. Is the product, sort of over-engineered for an enterprise versus the service provider? I know it's always better to have the best possible product, right? But what's your comment on that?
Well, I think as far as the product is concerned, is easy to deploy for enterprise, but clearly we have all the hooks which the service provider need, all the flexibility and the versatility which the service provider need to deploy complex networks out there which have different kind of requirements, like they need to support hub and spoke, fully mesh, partial mesh topologies. In addition to that, they have to support the right way of the right application steering, the right DPI functionality, So all of that we do couple for the service provider, in addition to what I've said before, the multi-tenancy and the security part.
On the enterprise side, is there a particular size of company that's the sweet spot for you? Does it tend to be the larger size of enterprise?
Yeah, the larger size of the enterprise is the sweet spot for us. You know, the Fortune 500 companies,
Right.
whose networks look very similar to the service provider.
Yeah. It gets up there in terms of scale and also challenge, so it gives you an opportunity.
Precisely right.
Also, for a company which is starting out, diversity is good, isn't it, in the customer base?
Yeah, and actually what we've also seen, Steve, is that the enterprise networks which have deployed our solution are, you know, they need the flexibility, they need the versatility of our solution, and it will be very hard pressed for them to get similar solutions from elsewhere.
Fantastic. I wonder if you can tell me or share any details about the Centurylink deployment of your SD WAN technology. What makes that installation or that service particularly interesting?
Yeah, first of all, from Centurylink perspective, you know, they're going to deploy our SD WAN with UTM because primarily they want their customers to do direct to internet access, and they want to make sure that they're well protected.
Right.
So that is one aspect. Second is that they are not imposing some kind of a topology requirement on the customer that they have to do hub and spoke.
Right.
They are giving full freedom to the customers to choose whatever topology they want. And third is that it's a very multi-tenant solution from the Centurylink perspective to bring the operational cost down in terms of the solution itself. And you know, they're going to deploy it across the United States initially.
Wow.
And then globally later on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic result for you. It's a tier 1 win, which is obviously what all companies are looking for. I mean, it does seem like Versa's doing really well at the moment. Are you ahead of your business plan?
We are quite ahead of our business plan. Yeah. And also, this is the first announced tier 1 win. You'll see a lot more announcements coming in the near future.
Okay, well, we'll keep a close eye on you as we have done all the way along. It's a fantastic story. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you, Steve.
Cheers.